Hi, time for another puppet post. Today's puppet story is based loosely on Tiddalik, the frog, a story from Australia, and it features some of your favorite Australian animals. So, the story starts like this. Long ago, there was a giant frog named Tiddalik. Tiddalik was so big that when he stepped in front of the sun, he turned day into night, and when he stepped away, he turned night into day. But one day, Tiddalik woke up and he was thirsty. So he went over to the stream and began to drink. And he drank up all the water in the stream. But he was still thirsty, so he drank some more. And he drank up all the water from all the lakes, but he was still thirsty, and he drank some more. And some more. And some more. Until he had drunk all of the water in Australia. And then Tiddalik sat back. Well, the wombat was a wise little character, and he discovered that the water was gone very quickly. And he called a meeting of all the animals and said, "Oh my goodness, we are in trouble. You see, Tiddalik has drunk all the water, and we are in dire straits." That means really in trouble. Now, do you know what happens when there's no water to the animals? If there are no water, then the plants don't grow. And if the plants don't grow, the animals have nothing to eat. So the wombat said to the other animals, "What shall we do to solve this problem?" Well, the first with an answer was the kangaroo. And the kangaroo said, don't worry. I will just go over there and I'll give that big old frog such a bash that he will let go of all the water." So the kangaroo hopped over to where Tiddalik was. And he said, "Good day, Tiddalik." But Tiddalik just sat there. "Tiddalik, we need the water back. Give me back the water." But Tiddalik just sat there. "Now, if you don't give me back the water, I'm going to have to smack you with my paws, and I will kick you with my hind legs, which are very, very, very strong. So give me back the water." But Tiddalik just sat there. "Fine, I'm ready." So the kangaroo went right up to Tiddalik and gave Tiddalik a great big kick with her powerful hind legs. Boom! But Tiddalik was so big and so strong, he didn't even feel it. But the kangaroo did. Ow! Oh, ow, 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 oh, ow, 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 oh, my toes, oh, my toes. And the kangaroo hopped back to the wombat and said, "We're gonna die, oh." Well, just then, the little koala said, give me a chance. I think I can do something." You see, when you laugh, you cannot hold in the water, so all I have to do is tell Tiddalik a joke and make him laugh. Should be easy. So the koala approached Tiddalik, but Tiddalik was so big, the koala got very scared and began to shake. And, oh my goodness, a joke. Why did the koala cross the road? Give up to get to the other side. Ha 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 ha. Oh goodness. Tiddalik's just sitting there. Perhaps if I tickle his feet, sometimes it's ticklish, maybe that will work. So the koala snuck up to Tiddalik's great big huge feet, reached out and went tickle, 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 tickle. But Tiddalik just sat there. Tickle, 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 tickle. But Tiddalik just sat there. Tickle, 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 tickle. But Tiddalik just sat there. Oh no, we're doomed. We're all going to die. Oh. And so none of the animals could solve the problem. And the brave old wombat said, "Well, I guess this is it." But out of the darkness, out of the mud, a little voice said, "I haven't had a try." Who is that?"
"It's me, the mud eel."
"Then show yourself." Squeezing out from a crack in the mud came a little, teeny, tiny mud eel. He came slithering out and said,
"I can make Tiddalik laugh."
and the other animals said, "No, you can't." But the wise wombat said, "Let's give him a try." So the mud eel went right over to Tiddalik and climbed up on his legs, and he began to dance. He went back and forth and 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 in and out and dancing and dancing and dancing. And Tiddalik looked at him, and the corners of his mouth began to turn up. And the other animals said, "Keep going, keep going, keep going." So the mud eel climbed up higher on Tiddalik, and he began to dance, and he went fast and forward, up and down and in and out, and he began going even faster. And Tiddalik began to move his head a little bit, and the other animals said, "Keep going, keep going, keep going." So the mud eel climbed all the way up to the top of Tiddalik's body and began to dance with everything she had. She went up and down and in and out and up and down and in and out and up and down and in and out. And somehow her up and her down and her in and outs got all mixed up, and she ended up tying herself in a knot. And then she tumbled off of Tiddalik's head. And Tiddalik took one look, and then his mouth began to wiggle, and his sides began to shake, and he began to laugh. And as soon as he began to laugh, all of the water flowed out of Tiddalik and filled up all the water in Australia. So once again, the animals had plenty of food to eat. As for the little mud eel, well, she moved in to live right near Tiddalik, just in case he ever woke up feeling thirsty and in a bad mood again. And that, my friends, is the story of Tiddalik the frog. Thank you for listening and watching, and join us next week for another Puppet Post.